So what happens in these deeply transformational sessions? I just been part of holding space for someone, and I actually really need to practice exchanges more, like space holding for each other for a deeply healing transformational sessions. What really happens in these sessions? Are they really bullshit? What are you doing there? And all this conditioning, we have these questions and the resistance to actually put our emotion aside and responsibly take it from the shelf and use it for space where the healing can happen. And of course, there are modalities. You can ask hypnotherapists, you can ask different types of professional where the transformation can happen about this deeper layer within you, like the deeply suppressed fear that slightly comes up sometimes, comes to the surface, and things like this. I really celebrate how PM does it. I've been part of possibility management for over a year and a half to explore their ways. Before I was part of either Teal Swan or Osho communities where they have their ways, how they put something deeply fragile in a healing space or sacred space. And I really celebrate the way I'm learning to hold space in PM context. And and I don't feel there is a huge pressure on me to be certified or something. That's what I celebrate. It's about me doing it, basically, practicing it, and also asking for others to hold space for me. So I really celebrate this part. There is a bit of pressure, not the pressure, but really it's an invitation from anyone who participates in creating this new game world, how they call it, to moving to a next level as a culture, from moving to a next culture in a sense of the old culture of patriarchy is dying and something needs to be born. So they've been exploring archiarchy as a next culture, which is totally different from matriarchy, which is totally about self-empowerment and gaining authority back to myself and how to, for example, how to not to stay hooked, how to not to get hooked when people are in their drama. And there are so many ways which I've been practicing to empower myself. And so what they invite us is just to keep working on ourselves in terms of building new matrix. And the new matrix somehow replaces the old matrix that is the brainwash, all these words and things and actions we are being given a part of this old game world, and actually it's not serving us anymore. And especially these child parts we carry inside of us. We have so many different child parts that felt overwhelmed, and that's why these healing sessions are really powerful. And yes, fuck the healing. There is a space to say no more healing in terms of if you are kind of abusing the healing in the way that you are obsessed about this word or about this concept. But healing naturally happens when there is another adult heart opposite or next to you, or in a Zoom space, online space, really dedicated for a certain amount of agreed time, even if it's 10 minutes, and you really feel heard and seen, and you let things to bubble to the surface, and there is a possibility for transformation when the other adult heart is really open to hear you and give you their skills and possibilities where you can go next and next and next with all these things that are bubbling to the surface. I wish you a beautiful day.